you doing, Cedric?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you, Taylor?
I'm great. I'm so excited to talk to you. We got a lot to get into because wow, what a
Wow.
journey, right?
Right. Yes, ma'am. Thank
Well,
you.
look, you didn't expect to be evicted this week. How shocked are you right now? What's going through your head?
I'm kind of super shocked, but at the same time, I kind of knew if I was sitting in the chair with Ravina, it was going to be very, very, very hard for me to stay this week.
By a vote of 6-3, Cedric, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
You were really confident, it seemed, that you could beat Rubina or MJ in the AI comp, and you ended up finishing last. So where do you think you went wrong?
So this is what had got me. If it would have been a mental comp, I would have been so strong. If it would have been a physical comp, I would have been so strong. But I hope they show a clip of me saying beforehand, if it's a technical comp where I need to control my power, I'm screwed. And that's exactly what it was.
Okay, well, you were resting on your laurels a little bit, betting on your laurels, betting on yourself. I don't blame you for that. But how much do you regret volunteering to go on the block in that case?
This is a one I could say or lie and be like, I regret it so much. But at the same time, I think if I would have made it out of this week, it would have set my game up really, really well and set it up for success. So I don't really regret it. It was going to be a loyalty test to T-Core and Chemo, which is what it was designed to do. Unfortunately, Quinn lost his vote as a deep, thick HOH, forcing me to kind of campaign and rally votes I didn't think I was going to have to do last minute.
But it was exciting to see you finally do the work on an eviction night. I think we've all been waiting a little bit to see some of that action happen. Now, when it came down to you and Rubina, be honest, do you think it was a smart decision for them to vote Rubina in over you?
I don't, and that's not even biasly. I just don't think it was a smart decision for anyone's game. Tucker is a strong competitor. As a nominee, I was taking a seat away from one of them. So just purely in that aspect, I don't think it was smart. Not to mention, I don't know what Ravina has to offer other than she's a great person to assist anybody's game.
I mean, if you're playing the game, that's kind of what you're looking for, people that you just want to have along with you instead of other competitors. Now, we did see you mention in your interview with Julie that you wanted Quinn to put up Leah instead. If it were you against Leah, do you actually think you would still be in the house right now?
Oh, 100%. I have so much confidence that I would still be in the house if it was Leah sitting next to me. Because then T-Core and Chemo wouldn't have had a reason to go astray, solidifying the votes. Joseph wouldn't have felt the need to flip. So I think if I was next to Leah, would I have stayed? I think I would have stayed in like a almost unanimous decision.
Do you think that they wouldn't have felt the need to flip because they would have seen more loyalty to the collective, or did they just not have a strong enough connection with Leah to feel an allegiance to her?
I think both. I think they would have seen that the collective, there was no need to flip on the collective just yet. Especially with the people that we have in the collective, or I had in the collective, there's a very, very, very strong chance that we were all going to make it to the jury house. So there was no need for them to flip and keep Leah, which would have been really a surprise.
Do you really in your heart believe that the collective would have made it as a solid alliance to that final spot?
I think the collective would have made final 8. We might have lost somebody around the way. Someone might have got sniped. I also believe the Pentagon, now I'm going to give you some tea. The Pentagon was going to be final 5. But Cam and I knew Quinn was a snake, so the first double eviction, the Pentagon was going to go to a rectangle and we were going to send Quinn home.
Okay, and was that a decision between you and Cam only, or was that more people involved in that conversation?
It was just Cam and I only until we got to a point where we could really discuss it with the other house guests. Because as you know, in the game, a lot of distrust is spread, and we wanted to have evidence to support our claim before we just went out and ruined everything. Because you're telling these people you want to be in the final 5 with them, and then also telling them you want to see one of those people go home. Doesn't really make sense.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting you say that you had that conversation with Cam, because we saw your relationship more so with Chelsea. So would you say you had more of allegiance within the 3 C's, the core, with Chelsea or Cam?
Probably Chelsea's big sis, and I love her. So I would say I had more of an allegiance to Chelsea. But again, if we got to that situation and it was Chelsea, Cam, and I won, I would have to see what the jury was thinking.
Okay. Now, there is another relationship we got to talk about, of course.
Of course.
You and Tucker. So you
Me
and
and Tucker.
Tucker.
Mackenzie, I'm sorry if I'll take your place on flop.
All good, baby. No hard feelings.
I'm sorry, bro. I don't remember. I'll remember, bro. Hope you're up here next time battling me in the AI arena. We gotta play. Yeah, we do. It's not a smart move.
What do you think of his gameplay?
I think Tucker's gameplay is not smart. I don't think he's long for the house, unfortunately. He's longer than me. He made it. He won the rivalry. But in Big Brother, there's always a back door. He's a comp beast, which means he's going to be targeted. He has a resume to win the game already. So I think the moment that someone can backdoor him, they will.
Okay, well, he's got 2 AI Arena comp wins. He's got 2 veto wins. Now, I got to let you know, won the wall last night, and he's the new HOH.
Oh, okay. See what I'm saying? That's 5. He got the resume already to win the season. He's on track to have the most comp wins in a season ever. It's only week 5 now. Unfortunately, I think he's weighing too hard on the competition aspect of the game and less on the social pillars that he needs to.
Okay. Well, who do you think is going to be following you out the door next?
I think it's going to be really, really, really hard for Brooklyn to survive this week. But, you know, they have the Brooklyn, T-Core, and Chemo have the elite alliance with Tucker. So that might save them the votes being anonymous. I think there's also a strong chance Joseph gets sniped this week. Maybe Chelsea might get sniped this week as well. I'm interested to see nominations.
It'll be fascinating. So Brooklyn, T-Core, and Chemo, who you said you believe has that strong alliance or allegiance to Tucker. That's That's fascinating. I think it'll be really interesting to see how these votes end up going down. So if you think that one of those 3 or a handful of other people might be going out the door, I got to know, who are you rooting for to get all the way to the end?
You know, I'm pinning on all the way except for Quinn. So I still love Chelsea. I still love Cam. I still love Brooklyn. And at the end of the day, I think I chose right because those were the 3 votes they voted to keep me in the house. So if any one of those 3 win, I'll be ecstatic.
Okay. Now, we did see, you told Julie you will be back when you play again, not if you play again. So if you have the opportunity to play again, what would you do differently?
I can't do it to my fans. I'm not volunteering to be a pawn no more. No more. It's done. I thought I was going to be safe this week. Unfortunately, the volatility of the game allowed me to go home, but no more pawning around. I'm done.
You did get super emotional after your speech and when talking to Julie. I gotta know, what did this experience mean to you?
Oh, it means the world. It was an amazing experience. And I wasn't crying because I lost the chance to win. I wasn't crying because I lost the money. I was crying because, you know, you go in there and you build such strong connections with everybody that I was leaving my 12 best friends. So that's what had got me.
All right. Well, Cedric, from one former house guest to another, I totally understand that feeling. And I want you to know, we are so excited to have you part of this wacky little BB House Guest family. Welcome to the Alumni Circle.
Thank you, Taylor. Thank you so much.